Hello and welcome to Computer Tech and More. Today I'm going to see if the 6-foot cable will fit from my desktop to my monitor. From a viewer suggestion, they commented that a 10-foot cable may not carry the signal as well as a 6-foot cable. So looking at the specs of the different cables that can go to GPUs, so HDMI 2.1 is good for 120 hertz, 4K, while DisplayPort 1.4 is good for 165 hertz at 4K, or with display screen compression can do 240 hertz. But that is at a 5.5 to 6 foot cable length, and I'd been using a 10-foot cable length. According to a spec that I read online, it can handle 1080p at, oh, I forget the refresh rate now. A really high refresh rate for like 20 feet. So that might be one of the reasons why I'm having the disconnect issue. So we're going to be testing out a little bit shorter cable. I hope it fits. Well, the new cable fits just barely. It is much tighter than my 10-foot cable. So if this solves the problem, we're going to keep using it. All right, new cable's in use. Let's check the corner there and see if it does that little flash and have DisplayPort connected. Because that was what was happening before on the 10-foot cable. Oh, well, there it is. So I don't know what that means. If that just happens all the time, or if it was the cable, or what. Let's check a different game. All right, let's check Lego Star Wars. Oh, well, there it is. So, I guess the viewer's suggestion wasn't the actual issue. So, I don't know where that leaves me. Conclusion time. Well, the 6-foot cable did not solve any of the problems that I've been having with the disconnect. So, to this point, we've tried HDMI, didn't solve it. We tried DisplayPort 2.1 cable. I honestly didn't expect that to solve it because it's a new spec and the GPU and the monitor don't support 2.1, but I figured that the bandwidth in the cable would be higher, so it should alleviate any problems, basically. We tried a high quality, it was a little bit thicker and bigger plugs at the end, DisplayPort 1.4 cable, and now we've tried a DisplayPort 1.4 cable that is 6 feet in length, which is the recommended maximum spec, and that didn't solve any problem versus my 10-foot original cable. So where does this leave me? Well, it kind of goes back to where I was originally. I've been very happy with this monitor other than that problem I've been having, and it's the Odyssey Neo G8. I don't want to risk RMAing it because it could be the controller in the monitor for reading the cables. It could also be a driver issue on the GPU. I think my next step will be to remove the drivers for the GPU and reinstall them from basically clean state and see if that fixes anything. I'll add it to the description below if that did fix anything. If it didn't, then I probably won't. But I don't really want to risk an RMA because I don't notice any scan lines, and everything else about the monitor has been very clear. A user commented that his monitor was blurry looking, dusty looking. Mine is crystal clear, looks fantastic. So where does this leave me? Looks like I'm going to have to live with a quick disconnect or the occasional monitor disconnect from my computer and just restarting the whole machine. Anyways, I think this is probably the last video I'm going to make about this journey. It's been a multi-part series, and I'm going to have all the other videos in the link below. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.